Joining me today is Chris Sullivan, Zebra's Global Healthcare Practice Lead. Thanks for joining me, Chris.
Happy to be here.
Now, first of all, where are you from?
Chicago, Illinois, United States.
Okay, so you're working at the head office for Zebra.
I am, yeah.
Excellent. Now, you've got extensive experience in the healthcare industry. What do you see as some of the major challenges that those organisations are facing?
It's quite interesting. Globally, the challenges are very consistent. Healthcare organizations have two problems. Healthcare is too expensive. It's causing financial strain on governments, on people, and it's not sustainable for the future. It's just too expensive for budgets all over the world. But there's another problem that healthcare organizations are facing, which is the quality of care. Going to a hospital can actually be dangerous for the person. There was a study done that showed in the United States, hospitals were the third leading cause of death. Preventable medical errors were the third leading cause of death out of all types of death. 250,000 U.S. citizens die due to preventable medical errors in the United States. In the UK, a similar study looked at this and saw about 40 or 50,000 people dying from preventable medical errors a year. In Australia, the number was around 18,000 people per year dying from preventable medical errors. So the quality of care, when there's mistakes, has consequences that are really awful.
Those challenges that you've talked about, to me it sounds like technology is going to play a major part in helping to assist to overcome those challenges. What is Zebra bringing to the table in relation to healthcare?
Well, Andrew, first of all, you're right. Technology is a recognized solution for most countries throughout the world in healthcare. Large upswing in investments are happening globally within healthcare technology. And the exciting thing is that Zebra is very much on the front of this. We're playing a very big role in healthcare improvement. We are investing in healthcare solutions and healthcare resources to improve both the efficiency of patient care and also the quality and safety of patient care. We're using our leading portfolio, market-leading portfolio products in printers, scanners, mobile devices, and software solutions that wrap our capabilities together inside the technology ecosystem. The Zebra solutions work very closely and in coordination with other healthcare technology systems and solutions. We have a strength in that we bring interoperability of different technology types, and therefore you can get the efficiency and the results that we want out of the healthcare technology investments.
Patient identification is a very important part of the healthcare process. What is Zebra doing to help?
It's first important to understand what and who is the patient in healthcare. A patient has many faces. It's not just the physical body that's important to patient identification, it's the blood inside the patient. It's the breast milk between the mother and the infant. It's the medications that are assigned to the patient. They have to match and be able to recognize the right identity. And the list of patient identification needs in healthcare goes on and on and on. And this is why there's a high risk for mistakes, because healthcare professionals are so busy and there's so many different things to match to the patient, the medical records, the specimens, the medications, the devices. And so patient identity mistakes are common in healthcare. They contribute to the preventable medical error issues that are really endemic throughout all healthcare organizations globally. And so Zebra smooths out a lot of the bumps in the patient identification process. What we do is we automate patient identification matching to eliminate the likelihood of a human error. We automate that by providing an ecosystem of technology solutions centered around the patient. So we create healthcare designed printers that are high quality and appropriate for the healthcare environment with the right environmental performance factors. We also create a healthcare grade label and a healthcare grade patient wristband that are, again, designed for the physical environment of healthcare. Those are coming out of the Zebra printers that are created. And then we provide a fantastic healthcare scanner designed for the healthcare environment with software intelligence to make sure that the things that are being scanned are accurate. When an organization invests in an ecosystem to surround the patient with automation and best-in-class technology, you get a terrific result of easier workflows, safer processes for the patient, and also faster work. It's quite nice to see.
Mobile computing is really everywhere now in the enterprise and in the healthcare space. How is it being used in healthcare?
Andrew, mobile computing is being used in lots of different ways in healthcare, and we have many customers telling us that it's transforming their patient care. It's literally improving the safety and the accuracy and the quality of patient care. It's improving how clinicians work with each other. Mobile computers are a communication tool first and foremost. They're able to find coworkers, they're able to communicate in real time with each other, they're able to collaborate together. Patient care is a team sport. The nurse needs the physician needs the radiologist, the nurse needs the physical therapist and the pharmacist. With mobile computing, they can all work together as a team. They don't have to guess what's happening. They can know with real-time, secure communications that are patient health information protected. So mobile computing is a communication tool first and foremost. It's also a mechanism that brings together Internet of Things technology into patient care delivery. An average patient room and an average patient will have somewhere between 3 and 6 smart IoT devices connected to the patient. Each of those medical devices are intelligent machines with information about the patient, but they too often are islands of information that are just trapped within themselves. So the mobile computer becomes a platform that's able to receive and pull in information from different types of technologies. And so now the clinician, when they're next to the patient, can see things in real time as it's happening. As an example, a nurse could be in one ward sitting with a patient taking care of things, and at the same time be monitoring a different patient in a different room or a different area of the hospital based on the connection to the vital signs technology into the mobile device. Or the patient could communicate directly to the nurse even though they're not physically in the same room. So the mobile device is a platform that moves lots of patient health information together. Finally, the mobile device is also a tool that's used to administer patient care. It can capture work steps in an intelligent and automated way. That's very nice because the nurse or clinician doesn't need to spend time doing tasks that are time-consuming and maybe even prone to error when instead they can have that be done automated, quickly, and seamlessly. So a lot of things are happening with mobile devices. It's a fantastic solution that helps patient care work better, and we're seeing lots of great applications with it.
The patient experience is of the utmost importance in healthcare. How is mobile technology assisting?
So Andrew, patient experience in healthcare is key. If you think about it, it's the most intimate or human-to-human industry that there is. The quality of that clinician contact and experience with the patient is utmost importance. It actually improves not just their experience, but their healing process and their patient care quality. So mobile technologies play a big role. First and foremost, mobile technologies reduce the administrative work and worries that a clinician has. So the clinician's able to spend more of their mental energy directly towards the patient. And it not only improves their mental focus with the patient, it improves the physical time that they have with the patient. Most of the clinician's time is spent in non-patient care related activities. After successful mobile technology implementations, what we see is an increase of time between the clinician and the patient, meaning the clinician actually stays with the patient in the room, spending more time with the patient. Why could that be? How could that be? The answers and information that a clinician needs are at their fingertips. They're immediately available in real time through successful, interoperable mobile computing solutions within healthcare. But there's even more. Patients oftentimes have needs and questions to their clinicians, and that can be a frustrating experience as a patient to get your answer told. The mobile computing solutions bring direct communications between the patient and the clinician. So the clinician can give an answer immediately that's accurate, and that can happen real time while the clinician's next to the patient, but it even can happen when the clinician's remote from the patient. The ability for the patient to communicate directly with the clinician is real and exists with mobile computing solutions. So it's very nice to see the patient and the clinician having that bond and that connection. So truly some nice changes, some really well needed and much wanted changes with mobile computing implementations in healthcare.
Zebra has an extensive range of healthcare products. Generally we can find them because they're white. What are the development processes behind the scenes to bring these products to the market?
Andrew, this is a real good question and an important question, and I think the way I want to begin addressing that is just to reference the breadth of our healthcare products. We have over 350 different healthcare products. This begets the fact that they're all designed and engineered for the healthcare environment. And we do that by taking an outside-in approach. We look at what the needs are within the healthcare workflow. We've created healthcare focus group environments to ask clinicians and users of our healthcare products, what do they want, what do they need? In addition, we've done ethnography, meaning we've observed and followed and shadowed the worker to capture their unarticulated needs beyond just their articulated needs. And we have dedicated healthcare solution leaders that create healthcare solutions for the workflow environment. And so through that, we've come out with a very exciting portfolio of healthcare products. We have healthcare design printers, we have healthcare design scanners, healthcare labels, healthcare mobile computers, and many, many other products, all geared towards the very rigorous and very specific needs within a healthcare setting. Our healthcare products have unique features for the healthcare environment. As an example, our scanners have noiseless scanning authentication. That's important because you do not want to disrupt a patient while they're sleeping, and therefore the clinician can get authentication without a sound. Our printers are designed to electrical engineering standards within a healthcare environment. That is important because it reduces the risk of fire. It also increases the probability or minimizes the threat of disruption. You want power continuity in a healthcare environment. Our mobile computers have features such as a duress button that enables a clinician or caregiver to signal for help if they're in an environment when they're physically uncomfortable. We also put in a second camera into our healthcare mobile computer that enables teleconferencing capabilities. More and more patient care treatments are not just inside the hospital, but outside the hospital. So these are a few examples, and the healthcare feature list goes on and on and on. And the processes to do it well is not for us to concoct our own ideas. The processes to do it well is to get into the workflow environment, get into the end user environment. Those take more time, it takes more steps, it costs more money, but it's worth it because you get it right and you get a good positive outcome with the products. And that's a good feeling because when you get a proper product in healthcare, you're not just making the worker experience better, but you're making an impact on the health of the people and the patients that are being treated.
When it comes to healthcare, what is Zebra's main focus currently?
So our focus ultimately is on the patient and improving the patient experience and the patient results. We think we can help with that by making the professional caregiver's life a little bit easier, a little bit more patient-centric. So we're focusing on improving that caregiver's experience and utilization of technology. We do that through three primary healthcare solutions. We provide patient identity solutions. We also provide clinical mobility solutions. And finally, we provide real-time intelligence locationing solutions. Through identity, mobility, and locationing, what we're doing is we're smoothing out the workflows in healthcare, making them a little bit more consistent, a little bit higher quality, and therefore helping contribute to downstream efficiency and patient care quality.
To find out more about Zebra's healthcare solutions, just visit them online at www.zebra.com/healthcare. Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome.